Libra Sun, Libra Rising, and Libra Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Scope for 2018 by Alma. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are new, welcome to you. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, also please remember to turn on the notification button, which would be the little bell icon right here next to the subscribe button. This will be a general reading. If you like to schedule a private personal reading, please email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. You also visit my website, amalightworker.com. Always remember that sometimes if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, then please do check out your video for your rising sign or your moon sign for that month, because at different months is going to be different. Maybe your sun sign makes better sense to you, or your moon sign, or your rising sign. For those of you who like to know more, I have already uploaded videos on Vimeo. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link is going to be right down here. And in the Vimeo videos, I am doing an Akashic reading for you. I'm clearing your energetic field, and I'm also sending to you some Reiki healing. So now allow me to focus on this reading, and please, when you click in the show more description box right down here, you're going to notice other helpful links, like the link to your Jupiter special videos, the link to the Principles of Energy Clearing lecture, and other useful information. The general feelings that I'm picking up for you, Libra, for this month have to deal with you having to make choices, decisions, kind of trying to create or recreate the foundation of something that is very substantial. It has to deal with buying and selling, acquisition of property, wealth, learning, studying, networking, preparing for something to happen, preparing for something that you are looking forward to it, maybe feeling a little bit isolated or thinking a lot, but definitely having to overcome obstacles or the things that you need to overcome, and also to prepare for what is yet to come. And there's also something about money and also sales and possibly business or a trade or a settlement in this reading for you. The first card, so I'm now going to break it down one by one. The first card that shows up in this reading for you is the Two of Wands. It does fall in the position of what happened in the past that be still influencing you in the present current situation or your future. To me, this card means starting to build the foundation as to where do you want to go from now. Sometimes it also means commerce, negotiations, trade, people or partnerships. This is how it comes out to me sometimes. And it also means struggle of choices for its own sake. Now, allow me to tune in and let me figure out what does this mean for you, Libra. What are guides saying why this card showed up for you? For some of you Libras, recently, many of you must have felt like you were on a verge of a mental breakdown, maybe a little bit heartbroken or disappointed, or maybe just physically very tired and very drained. And some of you still be trying to figure out how to make better choices, what to do next, how to prepare for the next stage. For some of you Libras, proceedings, they are talking about a time of your life, for some of you, when somebody really hurted your feelings. This could have been in a love-related sense, in a relationship, so someone you loved. This could also have been about a business partnership. Something in your past tells me that certain deals, maybe they didn't go as planned, because for some of you, I'm shown that somewhere in the past, Maybe you are disappointed about the money. Of the money that you were supposed to make off a deal, maybe a deal that you were trying to achieve, maybe that fell through. It could have been a deal about a settlement, a deal about a business, it could have been anything. It could have been that maybe you are now trying to pick up your pieces and restart again after having to go through some losses that you have experienced, emotional, financial, or in a different sense. As you are trying to prepare, you really need to take a lot more time and take longer to research and look up for the right information or the procedure or how things need to happen step by step, one by one. And you really need to examine your affairs and the situation very deeply and very carefully. If a partnership is in your mind and if you are focusing on developing a partnership, this could be a love related partnership, this could be a business partnership, this could be a friendship, this could be some sort of a networking relationship or networking partnership. They are telling that you really need to take your time with it. Don't rush into any deals or any situation without you feeling sure, secure, and without looking at other stuff that maybe right now are not visible. They are talking about stuff that you still need to understand and feel. So whatever you are doing, please act carefully and prepare carefully. They are not telling you not to proceed with anything, but in anything that you are doing, please take your time. Please get to know the person better, get more information about if you are starting a business, writing a book, networking events, or whatever is it that you like to make happen. If you think and if you are feel drawn to make changes, whatever changes mean to you, whatever kind of changes you like to experience, whether they are externally in your appearance or with your internal personal affairs or with your finances, please don't take on too much at one time. So little changes at first, or small or short changes. I don't know why they're saying short changes. They are going to be more beneficial and they're going to be long lasting. Try not to take too much on your shoulders at the same time. The next card that you have is the High Priestess. Falls in the position of your present current situation. To need means waiting, trading, learning, finance, negotiations. It also represents public activities and public relations. The High Priestess is a card that denotes someone who knows good and bad, good and evil, and she is able to make a decision without being influenced, and people do go to her for advice. It also represents a teacher, a mentor, represents higher education or higher spiritual pursuits. Because this is a general reading, please do not pay particular attention to the gender in the cards, because these High Priestess appear in your life as a man, not necessarily as a woman. So now let me focus and let me figure out what does this mean for you. Some of you are in the process of learning something new, and you are only steps away from completing this course of study. If you are working on anything creative, you'll be in the final stages of completing a creative work. Whatever emotionally was going on with you, if you felt like maybe your taxes were a problem, or maybe like they kept shifting, like one moment higher, one moment lower. If you were in the midst of negotiations to reach a certain deal, this could have been negotiations to reach a certain deal in a legal sense, or something that has to deal with divorce, legal settlements, inheritances. You still be in the phases of almost completing the situation, because it does feel that for some of you, a final decision or something will be finalized or completed. But they are talking mostly toward January. So either maybe a lot will be done and almost completing, but it will actually be completed or finalized either in December or in January. The meaning of the previous card, the Two of Wands, also means struggling to make a choice. And the High Priestess, to me, it also means someone who will help you to make this choice or this decision. For many of you, I keep getting that your energy recently had been a little bit scattered. Maybe a little bit of a hard time being focused or concentrated or motivated, or maybe in your mind being all over the place. Now I keep getting that if your thoughts, your ideas were a little bit scattered, now you're going to see how your ideas are coming easily. Maybe you are going to feel mentally calmer, or things are going to start to make a better sense to you. Therefore, you won't be feeling so scattered anymore. You'll be having some sort of a big realization, and you are going maybe an epiphany or like a big aha moment. But this is also about what transpires internally with your emotions and how you are evolving and maturing emotionally. And even though for many of you Libras, this maturation and transformation of your feelings may not necessarily be comfortable. Uh, Whatever inner struggles you were dwelling upon, you're going to notice that as time goes by and as you are approaching toward January, you're going to feel less of these internal struggles. You're going to feel a little bit calmer, and you're not going to feel so affected emotionally and mentally or even physically by everything that is going on around you. Many of you will be getting ready to either start a new business, start a new book, start a new business venture, preparing to make a big purchase. This could be a big purchase of a home, a big purchase of a car, a big purchase of maybe a piece of land or another property. And I also keep getting a lot of things that have to do with a network. Some of you be subscribing to a new network, being members, or even being invited to join a particular group of people. This could be a country club, this could be a networking community. I do also keep getting a lot of communications online, but I also keep getting a lot of paperwork that you are trying to get in order. So this paperwork seems to be important, and it does feel like there is going to be a lot of communication, phone, fax, emails, internet, for you to kind of figure out and accumulate or even resolve whatever needs to happen with this paperwork that is being accumulated. For some of you, I keep getting that your eye be particularly very sensitive. Maybe they're going to be tired, or for some of you, I keep getting certain issues with your eyes or with your eyesight. So please be careful around that. So if you are looking for something to be issued to you or to be returned to you in some ways, I keep getting that this something that you are looking forward to will be returning to you or be returned to you, or whatever needs to be issued to you, you are going to be able to accomplish that or to reach that goal. Whatever needs to be issued to you, your power back, your money back, a document, a license, certification, faith in the world, trust in yourself, trust in your own heart, a return of your intuition and your psychic ability, maybe tuning in into your psychic ability and intuition and trusting better your own inner wisdom, your own intuition, and maybe images or messages in dreams. So psychically tuning in better. The next card that you have is the Queen of Cups, and to me, the Queen of so it falls in the position of the near future. To me, if the Queen of Cards, oh, I'm sorry, if the Queen of Cups represents a person, usually it does represent a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. The Queen of Cups to me represents a person who is very mystical, intuitive, creative, has a spiritual side. Sometimes they're very quiet or they prefer to have this quiet isolation, and sometimes they also be manipulative. So this is the general meaning of the card. Now allow me to tune in so I can figure out more specifically what this card means for you. I am getting that for some of you, you prefer to maybe spend a little bit more time or dedicate more time and attention to a particular situation involving another person. This could be a lover, a spouse, a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend. Maybe you made that choice to be together, and maybe you are going to spend a lot of time together, just having fun together, whether it is having fun together in the bedroom, in social activities, going out. But there's going to be some sort of a you and another person maybe isolating themselves together. And for other Libras, this is coming as you feel a need to isolate yourself, maybe to think, maybe to relax, maybe to sleep, maybe to meditate. Or if you are an intuitive and psychic person, maybe you are learning how to involve spirituality in your life. Okay, so you can feel more connected, whether it is feeling more connected with yourself, or with a higher power, the universe, however you like to perceive it. But meditation and contemplating over your feelings comes up as together. So maybe meditation will help you, okay, for you to sort out your feelings. Please pay attention to how certain messages will appear to you personally, okay? Things that are deeply, very meaningful to you. If to you personally, numbers speak to you, please notice those numbers all around you because the universe is trying to send you a personal message. If different things or different colors, flowers, different symbols have a particular meaning to you, notice how that will happen for you. You dream about something in your sleep. You create an idea. You also tap into some sort of an inner talent that maybe you didn't know you had before. Because this is not only isolation and tapping in, okay, getting more in touch with your feelings, and also the need to be isolated. This could also be something internally that you need to express, maybe in a form of a talent, a skill. You'll be learning to do something. You discover a talent or a skill that maybe you didn't pay attention to it before, or you are just discovering this talent or this skill. For some of you, you discover a talent about public speaking or a talent about communication. Because I keep getting people who do motivational speaking, so discovering the power of speech, the power of talking, and conveying a message to the masses, to the public, to the people. But I also keep getting a lot of computer work and networking work. Maybe there is some other skill that you are going to figure out that you have in terms of other forms of communication other than the spoken word. Whatever you are doing right now is like you are barely um, dipping your toes into it. So it feels like something is about to happen. Okay, this could be about that new business that some of you are creating. This could be about that new home that is coming. This could be about a legal situation. This could be about anything. But whatever you are doing, you are just dipping your toes into it. If you recently run into money, this could be from a settlement, from an inheritance, from maybe your income is increasing, maybe from a business, or from, I don't know, could be some other deal or reimbursement, or insurances, payouts, whatever this is. I keep getting that this is only a small amount or of what's to come, or you are simply just barely dipping your toes. And they're talking about your finances, and they're comparing your finances to like this body of water, this lake. There's water in front of her feet, right here, if you notice. And they're saying that whatever is happening, you are barely dipping your toes in this water that represents your finances. Something greater, something more, something significant with the growth of your finances is expected to happen, but maybe not necessarily her, because I keep getting her. A lot of you need to prepare for it. The next card that you have is the of Pentacles. It falls in the position of advice, and the Ten of Pentacles to me personally, it means it's the wealth card. It means harmony, comfort, loyalty, the wealth card, but it also means it's a reminder to also, if you run into wealth or prosperity, also to share that. So it's about giving and receiving both ways. So allow me to focus and let me figure out what this is. Because the way this is coming to me, it comes as either something that you are doing, you are going to help your family financially, or a lot more family members financially. This could be other family members trying to help you so you can achieve something. This could be also about a family inheritance, or money or cash that you will be receiving, or gifts that you'll be receiving from people that you consider them like a family, so very close friends, like a family, or from your own family. For some of you, this is coming to me as a housewarming party, okay? And maybe that's why I keep getting cash or gifts to you. um you be having a gathering or hosting something, and maybe that's why people are bringing something to your party. Their hands are full, maybe wine or a gift card or flowers. For some of you, through this card, I keep getting that somebody is inspiring you and motivating you by giving you maybe either business ideas how to make money in a new way. So, someone or something or a situation will deeply inspire you, because you are going to start to make money in a new way. You are going to figure out how to make money in new ways. And for some of you, money is coming through either the sale of a property or a valuable property, or by selling some of your personal belongings, or by selling certain family items that maybe it's time for them to be on sale, to sell them. This could be something that the family comes together, or you and someone else in the family decide that maybe you want to organize some sort of sale. Because even in other readings that I did for other signs, selling up things like maybe in a garage sale or selling things online also shows up. It feels like maybe things that you have a list, like you getting, you making lists, and maybe going through lists and checking off everything in the list. And this could also be a list of items that you want to put up for sale. This is also about the inheritance of your gifts and skills, or the inheritance of your talents, because this is coming very strongly again. You are, if this doesn't happen in the next upcoming months, you are definitely going to discover a skill that you have, and you are also going to figure out not only having fun with this talent or with skill or doing something because you enjoy doing it, you are actually going to make money, build an income. You are going to get money because of this. So you start as something that is fun for you, okay? But then you are going to end up making money based on this talent or based on this skill. And more especially if you recently went through some sort of a training, either attended a course to learn something more like hands-on training, either through your work or you are trying to learn something from another person. I keep getting whatever training you are going through, especially if it is some sort of a hands-on training. It will really help you to make money in an easier way. It's going to be easier for you to start making money because you went through this training. And the next card that you have is strength. It falls in the position of how to keep and maintain balance. To me, the strength I like to call this card the courage card, because to me it means having the mental and the physical capacity to overcome enemies, to overcome obstacles and difficulties. It means power over the material world. It means strength to reach a goal, to get your power back, to reach a settlement, a legal matter, or your income. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out why is it that this card is so important and why is it that this card showed up in this reading. Even though none of the cards in your reading per se indicates something bad, there was an underlying meaning of you being hurt or hurting in some ways. Um, and maybe struggling at the very least emotionally. So with this card, I keep getting that whatever you are going to go through emotionally, or maybe recently you went through emotionally, you are going to be able to see the brighter side of things, no matter how difficult emotionally or financially or legally or even in your health a situation was, or maybe even health wise. You are going to be willing to get up again and either start fresh, renovate your ideas, leave the past behind you. You have this urge or this desire to experience some change or the new energy of blessings, or the new energy of change. For some reason, they are comparing change to blessing. You want to renew your social circle. You want to, if you didn't feel like going out much and socializing, now you start to again feel like you want to be around people more and maybe socialize uh, more. If your health was suffering in some ways, now I keep getting that when it comes to health matters, um, or especially if you have to do some sort of a procedure or treatment in regards to your physical body, I feel that that will give you some positive result. You're going to have an indicator that something in your body or in your health is now functioning better. So health is getting better. For some of you, what's happening is by somebody departing or leaving your life, you are going to realize that maybe it's not all bad. Maybe your life will be better because someone departed from your life, or maybe a relationship was broken. It does feel that the lack of a certain person in your life, if you really suffered because you broke up with this person, or they had to move away, or they departed from your life for whatever reasons, there was this parting of ways. Now I keep getting that you are now regaining a new balance in this new life where this person is not part of your life anymore. And for some of you, you realize that this actually was for the best. So you are going to come to terms with some sort of a breakup for some of you. But what you really need to do, I keep getting, you need to have the courage to overcome your own fears. You need to overcome a lot of fears because right now nothing is limiting you except for your own thoughts, your feelings. I keep kidding, you will have the power to overcome and to deal with any situation, but you have to change your feelings, especially when it comes to any feelings of fear of the value that you have for yourself. So, how you value yourself, that will be shifted. You are going to start to value yourself in a whole new scale, in a whole new dimension. And by you placing a different value on yourself, this is how I feel that you are going to increase the chances of you attracting to yourself more successful opportunities and more long-lasting opportunities. So shift your values, okay? Shift your values, change your values, or reevaluate yourself, and then you're going to discover opportunities along this process. So this is the victory. For some of you, this could be a victory for in regards to a legal case, or a victory to a settlement, or a victory in a situation involving money. I hope that that made sense to some of you Libras. Thank you very much. If you like my videos, please subscribe, and please remember to turn on the notification button. Leave me a comment right down here how this reading makes sense to you, and always remember to listen for your rising sign and for your moon sign. Go to my Vimeo channel at vimeo.com if you'd like to know more, like an extended reading for your sun for this month. Contact me for a private reading. Email me, amalightworker@gmail.com. You can also contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. Happy Thanksgiving to you if you live in the United States. I hope this will be a blessed month for you, and I will see you soon in the next videos. Bye.